African Diaries. Weekdays, 10 till midnight.
It is 12 minutes after 10 p.m. Central African Time. Welcome to African Diaries. The name is Shayla Ndikumana, and I've got you for the next 2 hours. A big thank you has to go out to the team that was the team of Tshepi Somakwetla on Africa World Hour. Catch her tomorrow between 9 and 10 p.m. Central African Time. Listen, I'm looking forward to this Thursday edition of African Diaries because today we're discussing all things music. Twofold in actual fact. We're in the first hour of the show outside the recap that brings you some of the latest stories covered right here on Channel Africa. Of course, giving you that African perspective. I need to mention that. We're going to be getting into how artists push boundaries into different genres and whether this is beneficial, firstly, for their career, secondly, for the art form as a whole. And lastly, I kept on thinking about awards. So now award ceremonies, how do I qualify what it is you do? You know, because an award is for a person who has sort of established themselves in this place. And perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps you're saying, Shayla, you are not understanding the level of diversity that exists in this present day and age. I'd love to hear from you this evening. Find us on WhatsApp +27 6340 69126. And then in the second hour of the show, we catch up with an event that took place last week, Thursday. We had an opportunity to head over to Sabrina Love's listening session, and we managed to steal some time with her and just gauge her based on her newest and her latest and most recent body of work. All of that describing how recent that was. Released on the 15th of August. She had a listening session in South Africa. I know that she has been doing a bit of travel. She is from Cameroon, and so we'll be gauging her. And she too is stepping into these much newer music genres that we are experiencing. One such is Amapiano, and so we'll be touching base with her in the second hour of the show, reflecting on a conversation where we touched base with her. Now, to hear from you this evening, please find us on WhatsApp. I'd love to hear from you. Where are you tuned in from? Who are you with? What's going on in and around you? Listen, something funny happened to me as I was making my way to work. I want to share that on the other side of this music break. But for your story, you need to send through a WhatsApp voice note, finding us on +27 6340 69126. If not on X, on Twitter, that is X, on Instagram, and on TikTok. Find us on @ChannelAfrica1 on Facebook, @ChannelAfrica Radio. And lastly, if you want to stream us live, I don't mean just listening to us. I mean an opportunity to witness the show as though you were doing a sitcom or a movie or a series. You can do that now with Channel Africa. Find us on YouTube. Channel Africa is the platform to be looking out for. It is 15 minutes after 10 p.m. Central African Time.
Parlez-vous couramment le français? Êtes-vous passionné par la radio? Et êtes-vous qualifié pour travailler en Afrique du Sud? Envoyez-nous votre CV et vos 3 minutes démo en MP3 à @channelafrica.co.za pour avoir une chance de rejoindre la famille Channel Africa. Si vous n'avez pas de réponse après 14 jours, cela signifie que vous n'avez pas été retenu. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Africa Speaks on African Diaries with Shayla Ndikumana.
Keep on the ball.
Yes,
It's the kids, baby.
Napenda kuhesabu namba 1, 2, 3. Napenda kuhesabu namba 1, 2, 3.
Kinamba namba, 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 kinamba namba. Namba 1, namba 2, namba 3, namba 4, namba 5, namba 6, namba 7, namba 8, namba 1, namba 2, namba 3, namba 4, namba 5, namba 6, namba 7, namba 8. Kama utani mtoto kanambia mambo. Kanambia mambo. Kama utani mtoto kasogea kando. Kasogea kando. Kama utani mtoto katoa na password. Katoa na password. Kama utani mtoto kanipea namba. Kanipea namba. Kinamba 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 namba. Namba moja, namba mbili, namba tatu, namba nne, namba tano, namba sita, namba saba, namba nane, namba moja, namba mbili, namba tatu, namba nne, namba tano, namba sita, namba saba, namba nane. Namba moja, namba mbili, namba tatu, namba nne, namba tano, namba sita, namba saba, namba nane, namba moja, namba mbili, namba tatu, namba nne, namba tano, namba sita, namba saba, namba nane. The mix.
From Cape to Cairo, every beat tells a story. It's African Diaries on Channel Africa.
19 minutes after 10 p.m. Central African time. If you have just joined us, welcome to it. That one titled Kinamba Namba, taking us to East Africa with Bill Nass alongside G. Kalo, or rather Chi Nako. We had Apuki and DJ Zu or Juicy as well alongside Wuzu. Quite a number of artists there coming through with very interesting names. Listen, if you've just joined us, welcome to it. African Diaries is the name of the show. Shayla and Dikumana keeping you company, and I've got you for some hour and 40 minutes. Time for us to get into the recap that helps us gauge some of the stories that were shared and broadcasted, of course, on this channel, noted as Channel Africa, where we bring you that African perspective. We kickstart off with the Rise and Shine team that spoke to Faith Odiambo, who is the LSK president, and she of course spoke to Peter Ndoro on the assassination of senior advocate Matthew Kyalo Mbombo in Nairobi.
I think this is one of the shocking deaths after Willie Kimani, who was tortured and killed by police officers in the line of duty. And now we see this driveway killing. We've been raising alarm and concerns about advocates being attacked in the line of duty, and just this blatant drive-by shooting that was done. And it was very clear that they had waited to allay him in traffic, and just to ensure they finished the job that they started. Nothing was stolen from his person. And so for us, for the law side, it raises great concern that we are no longer safe in discharging our duties. We are no longer safe in doing our work, and it's travesty to justice. And if we continue to see this, soon we'll see all actors in the justice system facing more and more threats in their line of work.
So this appears then to be an assassination. Is there any inclination, any clues as to what he was working on that might have caused this?
Well, I will not make any innuendo because we are not sure which particular case. There's one that has caused a bit of discussion, but people are not sure that's the one that could have caused this, though the police are being given all leads, all matters that he was handling. They have since gone to his offices the following day to check and discuss with the staff.
We keep things on the move with Palesa Tau and Benjamin Mshatama, who spoke to Fezoguhle Mtonti on cultural hybridity for South African Heritage Month.
When we speak about cultural identity, particularly in the African perspective, just how much has this changed and shaped who we are?
Sure, thanks, Melissa. I think there are so many different ways that we can explicate the ideas between ourselves and who we imagine our cultural identities to mean. We know that as a result of colonialism, a lot of our different sensibilities of who we are kind of felt compressed and eroded as a result of that kind of particular imposition. But what we're seeing with young people is that there's not necessarily a return, but there's an attempt to find the archival gaps in the sensibilities of who we are. And so there's consistent attempt to figure out what your language actually means for you. So, for example, I'm a Zulu speaking person. What I think is really interesting about Zulu and the Zulu language is that if you can kind of chart the history of the Zulu language, you can find out particular things about our ecology, particular things about what the world looked like at particular times. What that lets us know is that people who were Zulu were deeply interested in the way in which their world looked. And so there's been a kind of erasure in the language in a world that is temporarily located through colonial mechanisms. But if we do the work of investigating back and thinking through who and what we were, you can kind of articulate who and what you are now.
And on the upside, Mateko Mosito and Tebogole Kuleni spoke to Kopano Bokama, who spoke to African families navigating therapy.
Kopano, let's talk about the role of therapy itself, right? Many people see it as a quick fix. How important is ensuring that you see this as a long-term management strategy as opposed to, okay, I've been dealing with this for quite a few years, let me just go to therapy and get it fixed quickly and then move on with my life?
Yeah, no. You know what? Like you would go to the doctor for your physical health, right? Sometimes you get given a prescription and it's this long thing and you know that, okay, I've got high blood and you need to go in for your checkups. You need to go in, you need to eat right. You need to make sure that you are looking after your body. I think it's important to allude to that in saying that mental health, mental well-being is exactly that. You need to take care of yourself. Acknowledging the fact that you are born in a family, in a community, there's religion, there's faith, there's all of this that comes with it and that kind of like speaks to who you are. So if you are not aware of the roles that you are playing in your community, the role that you are, or the kind of support that you are giving in the community as a Black person or as a human being, actually, you would fail to understand how you need to tap into that, right? So you need to look after yourself, acknowledging that, yes, I'm going to need help as a mom first. Yeah. And what does that look like? I'm going to need help or support as an employee. How does that look like? What does that mean? And making it, being intentional about it.
And then lastly, on Africa Update, or rather Africa in Business, Tami Gubeni spoke to Eric Mawena Egbeta on the deportation of 14 West African nationals from the U.S.
Facilitated their return to their home countries. For more, we're now joined on the line by our correspondent in Ghana, Eric Mawena Egbeta. Eric, a very good afternoon to you. Good to have you with us.
Glad to join as well, Tammy.
So can you confirm if the 14 deportees have already left Ghana and perhaps even before that? It's quite clear that Ghana is just a thoroughfare, that it's a pit stop to future destinations. Can you give us clarity on the actual arrangement between the United States and Ghana?
I think you've rightly stated that it's looking more and more like we're a pit stop and not really a place of final destination in terms of what is expected. But what we know from what the president has been saying is that the U.S. government reached out to us, asking that they deport African nationals here. We know that the government and the President Trump has been seeking to remove illegal migrants, as they call them, or term them, out of their country's jurisdiction, and have been looking for destination points. Nigeria, they've tried to get access to that particular land because they say there are a number of Nigerians there as well, but the Nigerian government has not been cooperative. And for Ghana, our government has been cooperative, and the agreement reached is that we can only do West African nationals because...
For these and more stories, if you were at the edge of your seat for that very last conversation with Tami Ngubeni, who spoke to Eric Mawena Egbeta with respect to the deportation of 14 West Africans, and you're saying, Shayla, more of that story, please head over to channelafrica.co.za for the podcasted range. Head over to YouTube looking for the page Channel Africa. And lastly, to keep up with all shows in real time, find us on X, on Instagram, and on TikTok at Channel Africa 1.
From Cape to Cairo, every beat tells a story. It's African Diaries on Channel Africa.
It is 28 minutes after 10 p.m. Central African time. Time for us to scribe in our diaries. And today we are writing in Portuguese while we're kickstarting off the conversation in Portuguese. For you who've just tuned in and you're like, Shayla, I'm not familiar with the platform, this is African Diaries. My name is Shayla Ndikumana, and I've got you for the next 2 hours. Well, an hour and 30 minutes if we are to be precise. And so at this very stage of the show, we get into a moment to scribe in our diaries. And today we start off in Portuguese. And we're going to be saying Dear African Diary in Portuguese. And here we go. Querido Giaro Africano.
There's a gap in how South African music and culture from our diaspora stacks up against Nigeria. And that gap tells a story.
Now listen, have you been to South Africa before? Joburg, aka Johannesburg.
South Africa has about 915,000 people living abroad, mostly in the UK, Australia, and the US. Nigeria, on the other hand, has almost 17 million. That's massive. More diaspora means more streams, more visibility, and more global reach. Nigerian music, especially Afrobeats, is everywhere. Sold out stadiums in London, Paris, Grammy nominations and wins, chart toppers like Burna Boy, Wizkid, but that goes without saying. Meanwhile, South Africa gave the world jazz, kwaito, and house. Our biggest claim to fame before recent years was Miriam Makeba, Hugh Masekela, and Ladysmith Black Mambazo, who definitely set the bar in the past. Yet today, most of our exposure stays local, even though our sound is hella dope. Now here's the problem. It's not about the music, because the music is there. It's about infrastructure, population, and platforms.
What do you mean by that?
Nigerians tap into their massive diaspora, the streaming era, and global networks to blow up, whereas South Africa is still whispering into the void. And it's not just diaspora, it's entrepreneurs. Nigeria has managers and culture architects who play like the Scooter Browns and Dave Freeze of the world on their turf.
We are in business now.
They are hustlers that build movements from scratch and they export them. That's why you see Nigerian artists consistently breaking globally. Not just because of the music, but because of the infrastructure around the music. But too often, South Africans are missing those aggressive, globally minded managers and promoters who can translate hype at home into sustained presence abroad. Until we build a diaspora that moves in sync, and a class of managers and promoters who play the long game internationally, South African music will always be fighting an uphill battle against Nigeria's machine. I want to know what you think. Is the missing link our scattered diaspora, or is it the lack of ground-level entrepreneurs who can play at the global level?
Make you don't know nothing, man. You know what you are? EP, aka Enemy of Progress.
That audio coming through from Nasi Daudona on social media, particularly on TikTok, addressing the reality or contrasting view between South African and Nigerian acts. And I suppose why this became a topic of conversation is just to weigh out the ability to have a broader reach. To what extent are South Africans and Nigerians publicizing their music, ensuring that they are at literally in sync with the pulse of the nation? And some interesting facts were mentioned there by Nasi, looking at the realities of population first. Nigeria has a far greater population as compared to South Africa. So that is the first sort of deep dive. And then the second one was the reality that Nigerians have stretched themselves and make use of those diaspora bases. And so if you are in the UK, in the US, or any other place, you'll find Nigerians. Nigerians sort of link up to their diaspora peeps, if you will, for the lack of a better word, and make sure that they take the music to them as well. Whereas South Africa is still trying to make their mark across the globe. I have a bit of a differing view with respect to that. However, I do appreciate the information, and I do appreciate the research that came through there from Nasi Daudona. We're going to be getting into trending music, and the reason we started off with this particular audio to set the base was there is to an extent the abuse of trends for publicity of music. Hear me out. If you're saying, Shayla, no, it's not abuse. Listen, artists are being smart. They're hopping onto trends. They're hopping onto trending music. They're making sure that they're able to make the return on investment when it comes to their craft. Yeah, but how far are you willing to go? That's my question. How far are you willing to take this conversation on music, specifically your craft, in order for you to be a staple name, a household name? Are you going to move with the times such that when Amapiano is trending, you are part of that wave? Who says you'll make it in that Amapiano wave? Listen, I'm playing devil's advocate at this point. If you're saying to yourself, Shayla, I'm an artist, I know what it means to step into that space, and I'm saying to you that this is the way forward. I'd love to hear from you in actual fact. Find me on WhatsApp, send through a voice note. Let's have this conversation. +2 763 406 9126. We're going to be having two reputable guests joining us on the other side of this music break.
Nighttime radio, just the way you like it, on Channel Africa, where the night comes alive.
Siphela insuku zedlula, thando
places, Africa's journeys. They're all on African Diaries.
Wabia kokpamela kekpako Kwatra kuwabala kokpa wane neneja Kokpa lechepala yebenyo Wabala kosi wane gamla bitila salaja Wano kokpa tudukupiko Kopa nyanye nyepenyo ya jekpa Kopa nyanye pupue pupue Kopa labo nyepenyo 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 ya jekpa ja jekpa ko Wabia kopa mela jekpa ko Kopa le jekpa la nyepenyo Babara kosi, wane kama bitila, salaja Canelo, Resebaye Mapilo, Arena Cosi, Rikuale, Upulaya Lichar, Archon Bentavo, Kule, Pilobar and Nabufu, Nepenyo ya Jepako, Jarekitsana, my Pimpelo Barona, Opale Jepala, Nepenyo.
Forty-three minutes after 10 p.m. Central African Time. Doben Nahore coming in with that one titled Kopa. Before that, Mfundo Mo with Pagade, and that alongside Shasha. I see that beautiful landscapes across the African continent are being represented. Welcome to it. African Diaries is the name of the show. Shayla Ndikumana keeping you company, and I've got you for the next hour and 17 minutes. Time for us to get into our very first conversation, and joining us today is Nastasia Asiopa, who's a dynamic TV and radio personality, pop culture enthusiast, and a seasoned MC, as well as social commentator. Now, known for her sharp insights and authentic take on trends, Anastasia has her finger firmly on the pulse of what is moving audiences. Today, we're going to be diving into the realms of music, that artistry form, what's trending in that space currently, and of course, how musicians are now using social media to build their brands, spark conversations, and connect fans with fast changing rather, and fast tainted, if you will, I think is also a valid point there. Fast changing and fast tainting digital landscapes. Good evening to you, Nastasia. Welcome to African Diaries.
Good evening, Shayla. How are you?
Listen, it's been a long day, my darling. A long day, but here we are. Here we
Tell me
are.
about it. Thank you for having me tonight.
I am so glad. Nastasia, I think we are on loudspeaker, if I'm not mistaken. There is a bit of an echo, so just avoid your handset being on a surface that can reflect the sound, yeah?
Okay, all right, let me check that.
Awesome. I think you're sounding well. Listen, if you have your questions for Nastasia, you're thinking to yourself, listen, I want to ask her 1, 2, 3 about trends. You're more than welcome to find us on WhatsApp and on YouTube. Okay, so we're currently streaming live. Head over to Channel Africa on YouTube. You should see that indicator, that red or pink strap there that will show you that we're currently live. Click on the profile picture and you should have access to the live. If not, find us on WhatsApp +27 6340 69126. Nastasia, you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Fantastic. Let's start off with your perspective, right? From your perspective, what are some of the most common practices you've noticed among musicians when it comes to engaging social media?
Oh, lately is challenges. They are doing a lot of challenges on social media, especially TikTok. You know, TikTok is doing the most right now. Our artists are using TikTok to create challenges. You know, most of them are creating dance challenges. You know, this is another way of trying to push their music. And one thing for sure that I've noticed and realized about social media, especially TikTok, is that a lot of people are getting a lot of audience there. You know, their music is being pushed and being promoted amazingly so on the TikTok platform, which is beautiful. You know, we see that as fans and it touches us. I mean, like I do try some other dance challenges as well, even though I'm having two nights. But yeah, it's so refreshing to see and to witness.
I want to find out from you, Nastasia, and the reason why I want to stick on this challenge conversation is because I've noticed a pattern. So social media has slowly fested away. It has munched away at our attention span, right? We could watch 2-minute videos with ease, be relaxed. Now, if you're talking for 2 minutes, I'm going to press on my screen so you can fast track the video, right? So that it would play twice as fast and it would be a minute long. And even that is too long. Now, when it comes to music, the challenge is only fairly, 45 seconds long at most? And so that's the only frame of the song that we get. If that's the hook, if that's the chorus, outside that part, I'm probably not going to want to listen to that song. And I've seen this with people where they don't even know the beginning of a song. The song will start and they'll be like, what song is this? Until it hits the middle of the song. And that's when they recognize, oh, this is what I heard on TikTok. I don't know if there's a direct pull to listen to your music because of what's happening on social media. Are we seeing a balance there?
No, I don't think so, honestly. And what you're saying right now is actually true, you know, because of the seconds and the time that is given. I know there's no balance. I don't think there's balance. Getting to think of it right now, I'm a big fan of TikTok, but no,
Sure, because I think that's something I've seen in society as well, where people are not familiar with the entire track, nor do they want to listen to the entire track. They just want that little trendy clip, either to participate in the challenge or to sort of underscore it in a song or rather a video they've created, and that's it. It's not like they're going to interact with the artist's music, which then brings me to another thing I've seen artists doing, which is mounting on to more popular music. So you will notice that Amapiano hasn't just taken over the globe, but it's taken over African sound. East Africa produces Amapiano. West Africa produces Amapiano. I'm waiting for Central Africa. I have a hunch it's coming very soon. And I'm not too sure. Maybe I might have missed it, you know. North Africa is the one where I'm like, you will stick to your guns. I don't think you'll be coming to our side. But if you do, I want to see that as well. So with that being said, what's your take on that? Artists hopping into different music genres just to stay relevant, to stay current, to get audiences as well.
Honestly, I believe and I think I understand the importance of moving with the trend, right? Because right now, let's talk about Amapiano. Amapiano is the big sound right now, right? We used to have Kwaito, right? We still have amazing Kwaito artists. Kwaito used to be a thing back in those days, right now. But then honestly, right now, if you try to as a Kwaito artist, you continue with the same genre, it becomes a bit difficult because now you're talking about TikTok. TikTok is changing a lot of things. I mean, like we're having trends, and then now because Amapiano is the biggest thing currently. So you come up with your sound, your Kwaito sound, and then because now people are in love with Amapiano, people don't really listen to that. So the importance of moving with the trend is very important. Let me just give an example in this instance. Let's talk about DJ Maporisa. DJ Maporisa, he's been in the game for quite some time, like honestly. And because of now, I think he understood. He went back and then he tried to make sure that he stays relevant, even up to this day. I mean, they just had a huge, amazing event just, when was it, last week? He's still doing the most because of moving with the trend. So honestly, personally, I think I do support this move, like moving with the trend as an artist, because you have to stay relevant. I mean, out of, let's say 100, out of 100, most of the people who are making it right now is the artists that are moving with the trend, right? I'm not saying white is not the thing anymore, or other music genres, but then now we're talking about Amapiano. So the reason why it's important to move with the trend is that now you're trying to accommodate everyone, because we are listening to I have my aunt who's 40 something. She dances from a piano. Yes, you play your kwaito, but then she enjoys some piano. So I think it's important as an artist to move with the trend so that you can be out there.
Nastasia, let's look at some of the genres that people do believe are brewing under, and they think that it might override Amapiano shortly. Okay, I'm a bit on the fence about the first one, right? But like here we are, we're having this discussion. Might as well get into it. People think that Lekompo music from Limpopo, that's currently on the up and up. Let's not lie. That music is catching heat. Okay? Slowly but surely, we're seeing it integrate into different spaces. Do you see Lekompo music shutting down Amapiano? Or maybe, just maybe, fusing into Amapiano to create a new sound?
I don't think Lekompo can shut Amapiano, honestly. But I think what is coming is we are close to hearing Amapiano and Lekompo in mix. I think I've heard few songs that are, is a combination of Amapiano and Lekompo. Lekompo is doing the most. I do agree with you. However, I don't think, no,
You sound all too confident.
I don't see that happening. I think, yeah, it might have Lekompo and Amapiano mix.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
No, I don't think it's gonna overpower Amapiano. I'm a baby hand, so you understand. Then I see a bigger picture. I don't.
That's fair. I think what's interesting now is these festivals that contrast the two. So you'd have Lekompo versus Amapiano, Zerust, Lekompo versus Amapiano, Rustenburg. I think it's pretty cool that they're taking two genres, pinning them head to head, and see how people enjoy this battle of the playlists. Let's shift to another music genre. I don't think it's going to shut down Amapiano, but it is slowly brewing. And this one is from Central Africa, right? So compa music is not new to the music scene, but it's being fused into this dance culture that's now growing. So you think of your kizomba, salsa, bachata, compa, all of these sort of making their way into cultural spaces where people are now starting to practice the dance, therefore necessitating more music. Do you see compa music growing across the continent?
Not really. Across the continent, no, no. Remember now, Lukombo music. Remember, it, it was originated in Tanin, right? That is where it was originated. So now, in order for one to create a Lukombo song, usually we are having our tribe, our baby sisters, and brothers who are in this genre. So I don't see it happening. No.
So Nastasia, we're talking about compa music. Compa music is from Central Africa. So if you think of, I'm trying to, Koffi Olomide, huh? Koffi Olomide, he's sultry kind of music with the beat. I don't know if you've picked up on the dance culture that's growing across South Africa. So people will say that I'm going to a salsa lesson, I'm going to a kizomba lesson, I'm going to a bachata lesson. That's slowly starting to pick up in the urban areas, not just in South Africa, but in Kenya, in Mozambique, where it's highly, highly favored. In Angola, there's also a fan fave place. In Tanzania, if you move up, Togo had a fest not too long ago. And I'm thinking to myself that maybe this music genre might also just slip under our feet, and the next thing we're all dancing compa. Do you think that that's possible?
Yeah, I think it is. Now that you're saying it, yeah, it is possible. Yeah, it is possible, honestly. Yeah. I think we might experience the same thing that we experienced with Amapiano. Remember when Amapiano started, you can see that we will be having big names like Davido, creating sounds using Amapiano genre. So anything is possible, honestly. So I think, yeah. And I will remember this that we having.
You must remember, please remember it and tell them we were the first ones to put it out there. Okay, it was us first. Thank you very much. And then lastly, Nastasia, with respect to artists, I know that you're an MC, right? So you get to MC a lot of these festivals, you're there, and you kind of gauge the way artists are putting themselves out. There was an audio we played courtesy of a Nasi Tautona on social media who spoke to the reality that South Africans don't really seize the day when it comes to making connections between South Africa and the world when it comes to music, right? We're very big and we're very proud in South Africa, but extending that, that needs a bit of a stretch. Do you see that being a reality? And I'm asking you this because when you get to MC, you get to interact with some artists. You get to get their headspace. You witness them. Are they comfortable in a crowd where they all speak the same language? Do they get uncomfortable when they're in crowds where, let's say, I am straight in the heart of Limpopo and I'm Zulu speaking, and now I've got a bit of a, I don't know, a hindrance in my step because I feel like I'm not familiar with the crowd. And maybe, just maybe, that culture is hindering them from expanding themselves, not the genre, themselves as artists to the world.
No, honestly, because I work with most of the artists as an MC, I think what I've learned about this, our artists, they do a background research about the places where they're going to perform. They have to understand. They get to understand the kind of crowd, how to interact with the crowd as well. I've noticed that a lot of times because we have Amapiano artists going to perform in Limpopo. Remember now, Limpopo is people from that side, they enjoy Lukompo more. But then now, in order for this artist to be able to connect or to interact or to connect with the crowds, you have to just make sure that you do some things. So most of them, you find, okay, that they booked an Amapiano artist to go perform in Limpopo, but then because now they did the background check, they know, okay, how to make a crowd go crazy. They manage to do that. They get comfortable. I think the most important thing with an artist is doing that background check and getting to understand your craft. You can master anything, honestly. The most important thing is to understand your craft. Whether you are an amapiano going to perform in Limpopo, they have mastered it. They understand the importance of knowing the craft. So I don't see them struggling, honestly. Most of the people that actually artists that came to our to perform at our events, no man, they're doing well, they're doing good. They're very comfortable, they connect with the crowd. So really struggle. I think the most it's because of they do the background check. They get to understand where they're going, what the crowd loves, and they give it to them. So it becomes easy for them. They get comfortable like that.
Nastasia, thank you so much for your time this evening, for carving out some time to speak to us concerning the future of music and trends in music across the continent. We absolutely appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The voice of dynamic TV and radio presenter, pop culture enthusiast, and seasoned MC. That is Nastasia Siopa joining us this evening. It is 11 p.m. Central African time. If you have just joined us, welcome to it. African Diaries. In the second hour of the show, we continue conversations concerning music, and we'll have an opportunity to touch base with none other than Bongani Shabangu, better known as Bongo Beats, who will then further speak into this genre experimentation process and whether it stands to benefit artists or not.
From Cape to Cairo, every beat tells a story. It's African Diaries on Channel Africa.
Risking rejection from my own
African Diaries, weekdays, 10 till midnight.
That is. You know. Tune into the king of songs and blues.
Initiating rage process.
I'm unavailable. They know they see me. 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 I'm sorry for who won't be my matter. Sorry, I'm only human. So make nobody para. Them say I carry woman. She na man way I for carry. Fuck all the rumors. I need that when I talk say I be pastor. If you know, you know. It can walk. If it's not, oh, I got to go, go. I did your day, me a day for the day, girl, I'm unavailable. I'm unavailable. They know they see me. I'm unavailable. They know they see me. I'm unavailable. They know they see me. I'm unavailable. They know they see me.
Get in my life. I have no time, Shania. Come see me shining. Got too many birds on my IG. I'm changing my life. Oh, I'm a mama proud in it. She got me going. This fan took all my freedom. Cause I'm a big propeller. Straight for everyone's like you're go jealous. Got a deep banana. I'm a big propeller. Straight for everyone's like you're go jealous. Got a deep banana. Cause I'm a big propeller. Straight for everyone's like you're go jealous. Got a deep banana. I'm a big propeller. Straight for tonight. Back the fella. Chickity, chickity.
I'm unavailable. They know they see me. I'm unavailable. They know they see me. I'm unavailable. They know they see me. I'm unavailable. They know they see me.
Africa's very own think tank. This is Channel Africa Online. www.channelafrica.co.za.
Why don't you bring it on my way?
Hold me around my waist. You can take it slow, baby. Control the pace. Way I rotate, baby, that's a little taste. Way I rotate, I'ma put you in your place.
Bad girl, no delay.
Baby, let's shake. I don't wanna stop, baby. I don't need a break. For the rotate, you know I don't wanna wait. We can go late, make my body celebrate. I just wanna back it up on beat. Say your name in key. I know what I want from you. You know what you want from me. I just wanna back it up on beat. Say your name in key. I've been waiting on it all week. So tell me where you wanted me to be. Yeah.
Freeze at your back, the way I like it, can't deny. Your body bang like dynamite. You the feel I'm your kind of nice.
See me, eye to eye, we go back to back, we go 9 to 9. Body on it, dynamite. Take you to my posy, we can finalize.
Backstroke on it, swimming in the kitchen till the bus. Do everything to me, but baby, don't stop. You don't even need my consent, killing me, baby. I just want a little bit of your time, make a day so. Make we date tonight, take a joke, call up you. You can call me every time you want more. Move that thing, come rest on me now. I get the kind of way, go make you bend for me now. All night, baby, all night. Bend your back, hold my hand. Now you did make a nigga fantasize. I be drowning out your river now. It's alright, realize. Come on, time, you're my vibe.
I just wanna back it from me. I just wanna back it up on beat. Say your name in key. I've been waiting on it all week. So tell me where you wanted me to be. Yeah.
Freeze at your back, the way I like it, can't deny. Your body bang like dynamite. You the feel I'm your kind of nice.
See me, eye to eye, we go back to back, we go 9 to 9. Body on it, dynamite. Take you to my posy, we can finalize.
Tyler alongside Wizkid, this one titled Dynamite. Before that, Davido coming in with Unavailable and kickstarting off the triple play. What a fan fave, one of the most adorned reggae artists across the continent, Lucky Dube. And that one titled The Way It Is Music. Here's something interesting that I found that people contest about. Lucky Dube's origins. So there's a school of thought that suggests that because he is that good at reggae music, he's not from South Africa. He is from Zimbabwe. If that has been your thinking, I'm here to clarify the stage. It is not what you think, okay? We had none other than Buffalo Soldier come through and just set the record straight. He was informing us and just letting us know, Shayla, listen, reggae music is really, truly a genre of high importance in Zimbabwe. And so Lucky Dube coming from South Africa and nailing it so well. Listen, the precision, the accuracy, the patois, all of it just done so well. The chanting, the music style, the instrumentals, all of it worked too well for us to leave it at him being from the southmost country of the continent. Listen, if you have new information or data and you're saying, Shayla, no, I can prove it. In actual fact, the man is from Jamaica. Please find us on WhatsApp, +27 6340 69126. We're still talking all things trends. However, we're going to take a quick stop and delve into a case study of note. I want you to enjoy the conversation, but in hindsight, in the back of your mind, in actual fact, think about the cross-pollination of musical genres. She is an amazing lady from Cameroon. Her name is Sabrina Love. Well, she's known as Sabrina Love, and she's a singer-songwriter known for her music in Afro beats. Recently now, Amapiano and Afrofusion genres. She gained significant recognition after collaborating with Koffi Olomide on a song titled Abele in 2021. She recently released a 13-track album titled Freely and won Best Comer at the 2025 Trace Awards. We're going to be talking to her, in actual fact, recapping on a conversation we had with her because we were out and about and had an opportunity to witness Freely in person. There was a listening session and we were able to delve into some content with her concerning her music. So I want you to think about this. She's from Cameroon. She's tapped into Amapiano. She sounds ever too beautiful. The question to you this evening is, should people be purists about musical genres? Let's get into it.
From Cape to Cairo, every beat tells a story. It's African Diaries on Channel Africa. Africa Speaks on African Diaries with Shayla Ndikumana. African Diaries, weekdays, 10 till midnight.
Nkhanza zokhudza amuna ndi azimayi kapena kuti gender-based violence GBV zikuwononga mioyo komanso kuphwasula midzi. Zikuchitika m'manyumba, m'masukulu, malo ogwirira ntchito ndipo kwambiri mwakachetechete, koma sizikuyenera kupitirira. Mukazimva yankhulani, ngati mwakhuzidwa funani chithandizo. chifukwa kusachita chilichonse sikuthandiza. Mverani kuma wireless onse 14 a SABC kuchokera lachitatu pa 23 mwezi uno wa Julai kuti mumve zokambirana, malangizo, masewero, zionetsero za maphunziro ndi mafunso okhuza nkhanza za amuna ndi azimayi ndi akatswiri, anthu opulumuka ku nkhanzazi, kukhazikitsa lamulo komanso dziko lonse lokhuzidwa ndi nkhanzazi. Zonsezi pa wireless yomwe mumayikonda ya SABC. Imbirani pa nambala 0800 428 428 kuti munene za nkhanzazi kapena kupeza chithandizo. Nkhanza zokhuza amuna ndi azimayi zimatha ndi inu. Uthenga ukufikani kuchokera ku SABC.
African Diaries, weekdays, 10 till midnight.
Oh baby, tell me what is it you want? I be really love for more. And if you there, I don't go on come out. Where you go be like say, and you go be like love passion. I go on make you do me softly, softly. The end, the only you way disturb me. Only you if you do me things like this. You be the only one. You better carry me go places where I never go. But better get so many bad things they never know about you. Make a day your body tattoo. Shooby dooby doo badu. Oh, I'm far away, don't feel go far away from you. That be the reason I go on to the day beside you. Cause it's sweet, but it's so good. And you know I'm into you. Far away, don't feel go far away from you. That be the reason I go on to the day beside you. Cause it's sweet, but it's so good. And you know I'm into you. I feel die on top your matter. The love strong me like Mufasa. No retreat, no surrender. Only you, where I want it. Oh, ah, this your love. They carry me go far away. I feel it hit in my soul. Oh, ah, if not fire, I go burn, no delay. You better carry me go places where I never go. But better get so many bad things they never know about you. Make a day your body tattoo. Shooby dooby doo badu. Oh, I'm far away, no feel go far away from you. That be the reason I go on to the day beside you. Cause it's sweet, but it's so cool. And you know I'm into you. Far away, no feel go far away from you. That be the reason I go on to the day beside you. Cause it's sweet, but it's so cool. And you know I'm into you.
From Cape to Cairo, every beat tells a story. It's African Diaries on Channel Africa.
Sabrina, love.
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you too?
Listen, I'm fantastic. That session was so beautiful, right? I noticed that this is a love album. Freely is about love. I mean, every single context goes back to being in love. Can I ask where your love life is at first?
Honestly, I'm deeply in love with music. Yes, I'm deeply in love with music. Now, to be serious, I can't involve myself into any relationship because that would be selfish of me. Music takes a lot of my time, and I don't want my partner to feel like he's the only one making effort. So I'm just taking my time to build my career and finish with everything that has to do with music. And then when I'm more stable, I'll see what I can do concerning love. I'm very okay right now.
So I was listening to some of the songs, and I picked up French, picked up English, then I picked up what sounded like pidgin English.
Yes.
Talk to me about the lingo in the music.
So I come from Cameroon, and then in Cameroon we are bilingual, so we speak French and English as main languages. And then aside from that, we have, like, I would say, local tongues. Like, we have broken French and we have broken English. So I combine all of that into my music to make a sound that is more original, more authentic, and true to me, true to where I come from. Yes, so we have those four. And aside our local tongues, yes, because each region of Cameroon has their own local tongues.
And I mean, in your opinion, and I suppose I'm asking your opinion because it's like Jollof Wars. You kind of want to know who's better. Is the Ghanaian pidgin English better? Is the Cameroonian better? Is the Senegal better? Which one is the most vibey in music?
Honestly, they all have similarities. When I sing in pidgin and I go to Nigeria, they feel like I'm a Nigerian because they can't really picture the difference. There are actually slight differences. Same with Ghana. We speak pidgin, there are just some little differences, so then they never know. So it's literally the same. Pidgin is pidgin. Yeah.
So give us a statement that you would say in pidgin from Cameroon, and then say it in pidgin from Niger and Ghana if you can.
Okay, so I go for house. I go house. I go house. That's Cameroonian pidgin. I go house. That is Nigerian pidgin. You can picture the difference is really slight. Like I and I day. That's Nigeria, and then so there's really no difference. That's literally it. And Ghanaian pidgin, I've listened to it, but I can't really speak it. I'm more familiar to Nigeria because I go to Nigeria often.
I see.
Yes.
Who did you listen to growing up?
I listen to lots of artists. I listened to Koffi Olomide. I listened to Beyonce. It was actually like a rough playlist. Everybody would just put his music and you have no choice to listen because you're the smallest. You don't have your word to say. So I listened to Koffi Olomide. I listened to Yemi Alade. I listened to Sauti Sol while growing up. I listened to Celine Dion. A lot of artists. Some names are even running out of my mind together, but I listen to a lot of artists, and today they have shaped me in a very beautiful, versatile artist, and I'm really happy. I felt like it was meant for it to happen that way.
So the song we're listening to in the background, that's giving Tiwa Savage.
Really?
Ma'am, I was listening, I'm like, Tiwa girl, where you at?
Honestly, this is the first time I'm hearing this. Yes, I promise you. I think I should be happy about it because Tiwa Savage is an icon today. She has inspired a lot of artists, and she's an artist younger females I would definitely look up to. Yeah. And if people feel like I sound a little bit like her, I can only be happy because it feels like I'm going on the right way, I'm going on the right track. But I'll still say each artist is different, each artist has its particularity. Yeah.
A lot of your love songs are very centered around take me or leave me. As I was listening, the theme is I can commit to you dearly, but if you don't want me, go away. Is that because of an experience?
Not really. It's not because of my experience, but today we have a lot of experiences around us, life experiences. We're young, and young girls share their experiences on social media every day. We come across different stories every day, and there was a period where I literally figured out like this same conversation was coming all over and all over again. I was like, girl, you girls don't know your worth. I mean, you're pretty, you're brilliant, you're intelligent, and you need to focus more on yourself and be running around someone that is not sure if he likes you or not. So you know your worth. If you guys are together, you're together, and it feels like it's okay, then move on. You're pretty. Someone else will always come. And to not be scared to start all over again. Yeah.
I was listening to My Africa, right? And this is the remastered version, right? With all those beautiful visuals. You said that it was a love letter to the African continent. I want to know when someone is consuming that song, so I'm watching it or I'm listening to it, what is this love letter saying to me as an African?
It is telling you to be proud of where you come from, to showcase and highlight the beauty of your continent wherever you go, because our voices matters. And today, even with music, African music has always been the root to music, and today it is gaining the global spotlight it deserves. Like, people are getting to know that African music, and now African music has always inspired people both here in Africa and even globally. So I think like it's something we should really be proud of, and you as an African, you need to be proud to say, I am from Africa. In Africa we have this artist, in Africa we have this meal, in Africa we speak this language, we have this side that's very beautiful, and showcase it everywhere you go.
Sure. You said you used AI, so I came here with a mate of mine, and I'm like, girl, where you kept on saying I used AI and with the help of AI. I'm like, where is this artificial intelligence? Tell us more.
Honestly, if someone told me I would be releasing AI visuals today, I wouldn't believe, but it's an idea that actually came from my team. I was very skeptical in the beginning because I was like, man, AI, how is it going? Is it going to be like reality or what? But it kept on telling me, go, wait till you see it. We have the vision. We know exactly what we're doing. And you will be happy when you see the result. And honestly, I'm very, very happy. And when I posted the first visual, I had, I'm very sure it was a video producer. He came and was like, oh my gosh, we are finished. We don't have a job again. And I was like, no, AI is just there like a support to what is already here. AI can never have that rough idea that humans bring. It's more like a support, and I think we should be happy to have AI that today helps us. It's more like a pocket friend. If you have any doubt about something, you just quickly go, hey, can I have it? And then he'll give you the answer, and then you're good to go. So it's more like a support, and we always need producers to do videos, of course. So AI is just like a support, and it actually permitted me to express and talk about my song, the emotions in my song, in a way that people do not expect. Like in Alone, I said it before, I was chilling in space, eating my popcorn in space. There's no way in real life I will go to space and shoot a video. So your yeah, in space. How would I do that in real life? And it's really amazing. It's fantastic. So I think there's a space for AI. Yeah.
With that being said, I'm going to go back to my Africa song, watching the visuals. And the mate that I came with was like, Shayla, is that AI? There's no way. Tell us about that scenery. It's so beautiful.
Honestly, I'm giving all the credits to my team for Africa.
Yeah.
I gave the song and they thought about the visuals. Honestly, they did all the findings, the different sites. It was shot in Cameroon. And when I was shooting, the sun was really hot in that area. And I was like, you know what? It is worth it. If it cares, let it burn my skin or anything. As long as we have the good images we want to show to the world, I would do it. So they came with the whole scenario, all what they had in mind for my Africa. And today when I see it, I'm super happy. And I'm very, very proud to have a team that shares the same visions with me, that thinks in the same direction that I think, because it makes things very, very easier for us to be together. It's been 6 years, almost 6 years we'll be working together. And I don't think we'll ever fall apart because we understand ourselves. We have respect for each other, and yeah.
This is as long as you've been practicing music professionally, right? So you started with them?
Yes.
Oh, girl.
And before meeting them, I had no knowledge about what being signed means, what is a record label. I was just like, okay, they want to work with me. Let us see what it gives. And then I told my mom, I told my mommy, people want to see you. And she was like, who are the people? I actually went to meet them without telling her. And then when they said, no, you're a minor, we need to see your mom, I went back, mommy, they want to see you. She was like, who they? But one thing about my mom, she's always supportive. She will always believe in what I do, and she will always love like her kids to feel free and do what they really connect to. She wouldn't impose anything on us. So when I told her people wanted to see her, she went and she met them. And after talking with them, she was just like, girl, are you sure this is what you want to do? When I said mommy, she said, okay. Mommy, yes. She said, okay, let's do it. Let's see where it goes. And I felt like her yes was just like a blessing, because everything went so fast after that. I collaborated with Kofi Olomide. Yes, like after 2 years of being signed, I would have never ever imagined. And that is when I realized, man, this is no jokes. This is no joke. You better start working and packaging yourself, because you're a big deal right now. Yeah. And everything went so fast.
Let's talk about that last part, you packaging yourself.
Yes.
I think we're in such a visual era. What you look like matters. Yes. You know, how you sell yourself, how you walk into a room. How do you maintain that aura that I am the girl I think I am, the woman I believe I am?
Honestly, thanks to my team, because I literally learned everything with them. There was a lot of things I didn't understand in the beginning, like the way I need to express myself in public. I would just literally say what comes from my mind. They were like, no, we weren't supposed to say this one, you're not supposed to. And I was like, why? I'm just expressing myself. And they're like, no. So while time was going, I was just understanding that, okay, this is how, if I do this is how it's going to impact people. If I dress like this is how I need to go to the gym, because my physique matters. I need to always look good, have my makeup on. I need to look fit and need to look good, because it goes in the same direction with what I'm about to sell to people. So it was very difficult, I won't lie. Knowing that you need to go to the gym 3 times a week when you were not used to that before, it was more like a punishment. But today I'm very much aware that it's very important for me. It's necessary, and it works in pair with what I am about to do. So I must do it not because someone is asking me to do it, because I am conscious of the fact that it is necessary for me to do it. Yes, and I think that's the most important part, because it doesn't feel like punishment anymore. I feel like, yes, I need to do it.
What's next with Sabrina?
So Freely is out, and I really invite everybody to listen to the album. It's very inspiring, it's very motivating, and it really tells you to choose yourself no matter what, because you matter and freedom is universal. It's a feeling that everybody should feel. I will be doing major tours and letting people create awareness around my album. And that's pretty much it. You guys should be expecting more music from me, more collaborations maybe. Let's see how things goes, and that will be pretty much it.
And then lastly, girl, you said you're traveling. Listen, you say you've been to South Africa more than once. Where are you going? What are you doing? And I suppose I want to get it from the aesthetic end, not the work. I mean, we all know that you're going to go work and tell Africans about your business. But where are you going to be going to for the luxury, for the pizzazz, for the sass?
To be honest, for the moment, every time I've traveled was really for work. But when I went to how do they call this place, Tanzania, for the Trace Awards, I had some time to have fun. I went, I saw fishies, I met a lot of people, I was with my dancers, we had a good time, I had a little bit of fun after work, but I would really love to visit Central Bay. It's unbelievable that I wrote a song about it, but I've not been there yet. I would love to visit Central Bay, and it's funny, but I would love to visit China too. I feel like their culture is very different, and I would love to have that experience. There are actually a lot of countries I would love to visit, but I feel like the time will come. Let me just finish with the work, so I don't get things mixed up. One step at a time. Yes.
Indeed. Sabrina, we love you.
Oh, I love you so much, and I feel like I don't want to go back home again. I feel home here. I feel like I'm home.
Absolutely, you are. The voice there of Sabrina Love. Her full name, Wamba Kwego Sabrina Ruth from Cameroon. She is a singer and songwriter. And we were just talking about Freely, her 13-track album released on the 15th of August this year. She had a listening session in South Africa last Thursday in actual fact. I believe that was the 4th of September 2025. And that was just a reflection of the conversation that we had. Time for us to get into some of her music. This one titled Only You.
African Diaries, weekdays, 10 till midnight.
Fight for survival, it a cause bitterness. It's very vital, so me taking vitamins. Staying strong and I never show no weakness. Down from the end to the beginning, and so I'm walking it up. I still stand tall because nothing is up. Steady on the run like a roller coaster. When the motherfucker they no fit to come closer. I don't try to get to the greener side. À ce qui paraît, c'est là que j'aurai mon peace of mind. I be the place where you be say me self I define. Me self I define, oh. So I carry alcohol and I get one leg. J'oublie mes bébés quand je take one sip. Lifting my eyes up, nothing fit to do me nana. The only one with you make I calm down. As I get one leg. J'oublie mes bébés quand je take one sip. Lifting my eyes up, nothing fit to do me nana. The only one with you make I calm down. Life not battle and not there for the fight. Eyes on the goal, no matter the light. Every setback I go rise with the mind. Through the pain I go survive. The road is long but I is steady. Je suis focused et je suis ready. They won't bring me down to the ground. Je reste forte, ready for any. I don't try to get to the greener side. À ce qui paraît, c'est là que j'aurai mon peace of mind. I be the place where you be say me self I define. Me self I define, oh. So I carry alcohol and I get one leg. J'oublie mes bébés quand je take one sip. Lifting my eyes up, nothing fit to do me nana. The only one with you make I calm down. As I get one leg. J'oublie mes bébés quand je take one sip. Lifting my eyes up, nothing fit to do me nana. The only one with you make I calm down.
Africa Speaks on African Diaries with Shayla Ndikumana.
Shoni Meroni, Ronnie, Ronnie, Ronnie. Tired of getting it wrong. This won't be another heartbreak song. Yeah. Somebody song go find me one day. One day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. Somebody song go love me one day. One day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. One day. Yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody, somebody, somebody song go love me one day. One day. Somebody, somebody, somebody song go love me one day. Worried, I'm not worried. No, I know the progress. Who wants to talk about whatever and live your life forever? This place much. Oh, Camille, ole coco. Shabby, Shoni, Meroni, Ronnie, Ronnie, Ronnie. Tired of getting it wrong. This won't be another heartbreak song. Somebody song go find me one day. One day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. One day. Somebody song go love me one day. One day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. One day. Yeah, yeah. Somebody, 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 somebody song go love me one day. One day. Somebody, somebody, somebody song go love me one day. Weight of the world if it's for me to carry. Shabby, Shoni, Meroni, Ronnie, Ronnie, Ronnie. Tired of getting it wrong. This won't be another heartbreak song. Somebody song go find me one day. One day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. Somebody song go love me one day. One day. I don't dare wait, don't stay too far away. One day. Somebody, 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 somebody song go love me one day.
Tiwa Savage on that one alongside Brandy from the US of A, and that one titled Somebody's Son. Listen, that song very specific to the song we played before, Only One by Sabrina Love. Did you notice any similarities? I think, listen, it's a thought. They sound similar. Go listen to Sabrina Love and that song titled Only One, and then listen to Tiwa Savage. I suppose you can take any track by Tiwa. There's that slickness, that velvetiness in the sound of their voice that I think marries and meets well. Nevertheless, not the conversation we're trying to have. It is 38 minutes after 11 p.m. Central African time. If you have just joined us, welcome to it. This is African Diaries. Shayla Ndikumana keeping you company. I've got you for the next 22 minutes. Let's dive straight into it. Listen, today we are joined by Bongani Shabangu, better known as Bongo Beats. He is a powerhouse producer and DJ who has carved out of a distinct sound in South Africa, and of course specifically the music landscape that is South Africa. Now, Bongo Beats shot to fame with his gold certified debut album and the hit single Don't Break My Heart, featuring Liza Miro. Known for his ear for melodies and genre blending production, Bongo Beats continues to inspire both established and upcoming artists. Today we dive into trends, genres, and the challenges of staying relevant in an ever-changing music industry. Thank you so much for joining us, Bongani. Welcome to African Diaries.
How are you, my sister?
Hey, it's a long day, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, my sister.
Fantastic. Let's start off with just looking at the realities of music. Bongo Beats, dilo di changile interesting. Have you noticed? We're now making one kind of music and then we're jumping off to the other. In your own opinion and view, what do you make of the musical genre landscape of Africa as a whole?
I think now things are easy than before, eh? To be honest. And also with social media becoming the biggest influence of today's sound, I think things have changed a bit, and also there are no rules attached to this thing of sounds and changing of sounds and what. Like before, where you find that maybe there are companies that will tell you that I this song must never play on where this is what needs to be played, or this is what you know. And also when it comes to Africa, it's good. Like now the changing of sound. Now we are becoming the most biggest influence when it comes to the sound to the American sides and also to like to Europe sides. So yeah, I think it's something that is this change we have always like it's the change that we've always needed, eh?
Oh, you said okay. It's the change we've always needed. I want to pick off from that point. Do you believe in the fluidity of musical genres? Like bongo beats should be able to make hip hop, you know, Sampanzola song, Kwaito music, Amapiano, and then Afrobeat, and then you know what? For vibes, EDM. Do you think that that's a good thing for an artist?
Depends on the specific artist. I won't say much for others on maybe what they believe in, but then for me as a DJ and also as a producer, I think it's one thing that I will do because of sometimes you have to look at the market. What's the sound? What's the sound that is needed at that time? You know, if now this sound is doing very well, why not? And obviously it's an African sound. Why not jump to it? I don't see any rules attached to it. So it just depends on a specific artist to say, with me, what and what. But then for business structure and also for growth, I wouldn't mind to jump into an Afrobeat if it's a moving sound or jump to EDM. Yeah, I think for an artist it's good.
So your debut album went gold. That the one that we spoke about, "Don't Break My Heart," and of course that is a huge success. What role did sticking to or diversifying your music landscape and manipulation of trends, if you will, feature in that success?
Please come again.
Your particular album titled "Don't Break My Heart" went gold. It went
Yes.
viral in not too many words, right?
Yes.
Did you maximize on trends? Did you maximize on music genres? Or did you stay true to what it is you feel like your brand is best associated with?
Uh, Honestly speaking, to those who knows Bongo Beats, to those who have been listening to or who have been following my journey, uh, they can vouch for me and say this guy has been doing uh, changing the sounds accordingly to what is working at that time, right? Obviously, I'm not changing totally because of I'm known for a specific or for a certain sound. I will just merge certain elements that are popping at that time to the new thing that I have. You understand? So people who have been following me can tell you that I move from this to that, move from this to that. So so basically, don't break my heart. Uh, it's a new sound. It's a new sound that is trending at the moment currently. But then obviously it's a fusion of my old sound as well. Yeah.
With that being said, let's talk about your experience. And you said something really interesting. You dabble a bit in musical genres, not straying away from your original authentic sound, but you experiment. You gauge, okay, EDM, yes, no, maybe sometimes. Amapiano, the way to go, no, maybe sometimes. How do you stay authentic to you? Because I do believe that you dabbling in different genres builds your prowess. It sharpens your skill set as a producer, but I can only imagine that somewhere between the lines something gets blurred and then you start losing view of who Bongo Beats was initially. Is that a good thing, a bad thing? Is that called growth? Give me the context.
I think also growth needs to take part as a producer. Uh, if you're a producer and also a DJ, growth needs to take part when it comes to making music. So I don't really feel like I'm losing anything from me. It's just me experimenting from other sounds and also having to grow the previous sound that I was doing, you know. So I take something that is new, I merge it with something that is old and try to come up with something that is new altogether, you know, so that my sound also people can hear that there's a difference and there's growth. I feel like also, if we can be honest, uh, old sound, if now you play it for maybe for a certain age, you find that they understand. But then for this new age, you find that they don't really love the sound, or maybe let's say understand the sound. You understand? So basically, you have to match the sound so that the new age and the old age can be they can understand the same sound. You understand? So
Yeah.
it makes sense, and also for business wise, it will make sense like that.
I want to ask you, before Amapiano broke into the main spotlight, did you know that it was going to burst through the seams? Did you know that this music genre would take over the world?
With the piano, okay, I can say that I saw it coming. That is what's gonna be the next genre. When it comes to when it comes to genre in South Africa, one thing that I've noticed is that you can easily see that something is might blow. Hey, to be honest, because of it, maybe let's say certain factors. If you can look at the piano sound, they change the BPM, the tempo, the speed. They make it slower, and also looking at the bass lines different, which is the lock drums. So already you could see that okay, a lot of people are loving this, and also the streets they are playing this. You understand? In taverns before it became big, you hit that hey, this sound already is promising. You understand? South Africa they start to love this sound. So one thing I know about South Africa, you never go wrong. If they say they love something, best believe it, it will blow bigger. You understand? Because they know how to make something trend or something move to greater heights.
Sure. Now, with that being said, Mr. Bongo, when you look at the musical genre landscape, which sound is coming up next? What is bubbling under? And I'm asking this because, one, we're seeing a lot of Lecompo versus Amapiano. So I'm wondering if that's going to do something to the music waves. Two, we're seeing a lot of dance music step into the limelight, right? A lot of dance from various parts of the globe is infiltrating the space. And so I'm wondering, because I know that Afrobeat won't make a comeback right now. I don't think it will, right? I think Afrobeat has hit its equilibrium, you know, and people will use Afrobeat sounds, but it's not going to come back into the limelight. I mean, if you watch the artists such as Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, they're not purists when it comes to the sound, you know, and that for me is also telling that yeah, we need to go somewhere else. So what's next for the continent in terms of music?
Uh Now if you can look at the sound now that is taking over, obviously it's Lecompo, but there's this one three step, you know, three step. I think three step is the future of dance music. I think we are going back to the original speed of dance music, the dance culture. So even now you can check the biggest songs now, they are three steps, eh? Numbers and everything. Like three step is just coming big time. So that's the sound that maybe we should be looking out for probably the next coming 2 to 3 years. Uh, Lecompo as well is doing very well, which is rising as well. But then obviously they have to let in more people to work on the sound so that it doesn't come from based on a province side. You understand? So that's the most problem about it. That it's a province kind of based sound. So that way it kills the sound. It'll be like gold. So you have to let it so like Mapia to be like Mapia. Mapia is huge because of it's for everyone. It's not for a province based. It's a South African sound, but then now it's no longer our sound only. It's for Africa sound, it's even Europe sound. You understand? So but then the three step sound it doesn't have any boundaries to say it's who and who can do it or where is it. So we should be looking out for that as well, because when the sound is like that, let's believe it will grow bigger and grow to biggest heights.
But Bongo, come back to the party. You said 3-step, ne? And I thought of a few
Yes.
things. Let me tell you what I thought of. The first one, I thought, you know, when you're in a Zumba class, they're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's the first thing that came to mind. Then I realized, Shayla, maybe you're not familiar with this music genre, right? Then I did a bit of research, and then I saw that it's in the tempo and speed of cha-cha music. Am I on the right wavelength?
Yo, you are. Indeed, you are.
Hey. So that's the
That's the
music that's trending now, sir.
Yes, that's the one. 3-step. 3-step.
Oh no, I'm in disbelief. I'm in absolute disbelief. Listen, for people who want to access your music, they want to hear this producer, the super producer that puts out golden albums. Where do they find you?
They can follow me on social media. Check out my Instagram and Twitter at Bongo Beats SA. They can also follow me on Facebook. They can like my page, Bongo Beats SA. You can also check out my music there on YouTube, Spotify. Just type Bongo Beats, you'll see my sound.
Oh, Mr. Bongani, thank you so much for making time for us this late evening. I do know that it's past some people's bedtime. So thank you so much for carving out time for us.
Thank you.
9 minutes before the show comes to an end, it is 51 minutes after 11 p.m. Central African time. That was the voice of super producer and DJ Bongani Shabangu, also known as Bongo Beats. And he was talking to us about the relevance and trends seen in music. Listen, 3-step is a genre I'm yet to acquaint myself with, okay? So I heard my producer laughing in the background when I was asking questions about this. If you're familiar with 3-step and you're saying, Shayla, let me plug you, let me tell you what you need to be listening to, find me on YouTube, this very video, comment on it. If you're saying to yourself, Shayla, I'm either tuned into you via DSTV's 802, or I'm on 628 OVHD, or better yet, I'm on channelafrica.co.za or the SABC Plus app, we now have a live stream where you can watch and listen to the show. How cool is that? Look for Channel Africa on YouTube. Comment on this video. I want to know these musical genres. 3-step. Listen, all I thought of was exercise. There's an instructor in front of me, and we're counting in 3s. That's all I have for you.
African Diaries, weekdays, 10 till midnight.
Just be honest, I don't mind if I be honest. She in control, she feel on it. If I don't calm me down. You like this, I like thing, my love. I love being your love. I'm trying to show you up. You up, comforter. She really the A-list girl. She really my favorite girl. I'm loving the way you twirl. You twirl in the Maybach. She really the A-list girl. She really my favorite girl. I'm loving the way you twirl. You twirl. Fresh up and it on me. But you can't do it slowly. You're dirty wine, would you burn it for me? Take a picture in the shot sleeve. I had a feeling one of these days you'll be there, reason I stay. When you ain't girl, you make me say.
To make a man fight. So that girl hold up, who better than? Bring her my own, my girl fine like it at a bang. I like the way she boogie down. Give me booty bounce, make her elevate her finance. Keep pushing and pressure, give her that girl nature, sharp like saber. My girl so fine, give me that one. I like the way you twirl.
You twirl in the Maybach. She really the A-list girl. She really my favorite
loving the way you twirl, you twirl. Fresh up, got it on me. You can't do it slowly. The dirty wine, would you bend it for me? Take a picture in the shot sleeve. I had a feeling, one of these things. You'll be there, isn't I stay? When you ain't girl, you make me sing. Yeah, you're pretty, my girl. Turn up the night, turn up the dance floor. I should ride the motorcycle. You know you got to kick in my drum. Ooh, I go do anything when consign my charges. Yeah, I go do anything when consign my shawty. Yeah, I wanna go there, take me there. I wanna go there. Where you that thing, girl, don't take it from me. Oh, but she really the A-list girl. She really my favorite girl. I'm loving the way you twirl, you twirl in the Maybach. She really the A-list girl. She really my favorite girl. I'm loving the way you twirl, you twirl.
From Cape to Cairo, every beat tells a story. It's African Diaries on Channel Africa.
Beautiful music coming through. Darko with that one titled Favorite Girl, the remix in actual fact, alongside Rema. It is 4 minutes before the show comes to an end. I have to thank the team that has been. Up next, though, is Morris Touch, and I'll tell you a bit more about Morris first. So Morris Touch is of the Afro Republic. He takes you through a sonic, beautiful musical experience across the continent, and you get to tap into some of those trends we were just talking about in terms of music. Of course, I want you to come back to this for it and let me know what your thoughts and views are with respect to trends in music, the maximization of social media for brand development when it comes to artists. Listen, all of that in a bag of chips we can talk about tomorrow. For now, let's thank the team that has been. On digital, we had Nhlanhla Ngcobo and Elaine Vengani. On technical, I was about to say mechanical. Who is on mechanical, Shayla? On technical, we had Tumelo Kweda. On production, we had Nolo Bebetsi. And I am Shayla Ndikumana. Until tomorrow, cheers.
Anybody will won't fight you.